Okay, so we'll start with this chapter congruency. Uh, it's a very important chapter. Probably you must have done some part of it in 7th standard or 8th standard. And you will have the application of this chapter again in the 10th standard also. You will not have the whole chapter as such, but there will be application of this chapter. So you need to know this chapter for the 10th standard as well. Okay. Guys, now first thing, what do you mean by congruent triangles first? So say for example here I've got a triangle ABC and there is another triangle here PQR. So this is a triangle ABC and there's another triangle PQR. First look at how to mark the congruent triangle. So first you draw an equal sign and on top of that you make a sine wave. That is a symbol for congruent. So out here we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay, let's say these two triangles are congruent. Now what do you mean by congruent triangles? They basically means that these two triangles, when these two triangles are of the same shape and they are also of the same size, then they are called as congruent triangles. Okay, so if these two triangles are having the same shape and if they're also of the same size, then they are called as congruent triangles. Basically, if you lift this triangle PQR and if you place it over ABC, it will exactly coincide. That is what the congruent triangles mean. Now also, let's say if I say that the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, then what else can be concluded? So if these two triangles are congruent, then I can also say that angle A is equal to angle P. Okay, angle A will be equal to angle P. Angle B is equal to angle Q. Angle B is equal to angle Q. And angle C is equal to angle R. So this angle C is equal to angle R. What is the reason for this? We can say corresponding sides of congruent triangles are congruent. Okay, or we could also write it as what, simply CPCT. That's what most of the schools allow. So you can check with your school teachers whether it's okay or not. CPCTC means corresponding paths of congruent triangles are congruent. Okay, or you can also write simply CPCT also. CPCT, corresponding paths of congruent triangles. Okay, though some kids call it as complicated paths of complicated triangles. And number 2 now, the second one is then the side AB is equal to PQ. Okay, side BC is equal to QR and side CA is equal to RP. Again, for here you can say corresponding. Guys, I had made a mistake. This is not sides, it should have been angles here if I'm writing. Okay, so it's better, I think I'll write CPCT only here also. So corresponding paths of congruent triangles, CPCT, or you can also write corresponding sides of congruent triangles are congruent. Clear? So this is all only if the triangles are congruent. Now next thing, now what are the different tests of congruency? So there are different tests of congruency, meaning to prove congruent you need to prove following things. So the first test is SSS. What does it mean? If you prove that these three pair of sides are congruent in both the triangles, then those two triangles are congruent. If you can prove SAS, what do you mean by SAS? Side, angle, side. But here the angle has to be in between. Like say for example, if I am considering this side and this side, then you can only consider the angle which I am marking here. You cannot consider any other two angles, remember. So angle has to be in between the two sides. Then number 3 is side angle angle. or it is also written as angle side, or some also write as ASA. So if two angles and a side, if they are congruent, then those two triangles are considered to be congruent. And the number 4 is RHS. What is this test now? RHS. So R stands for a right angle. So remember, whenever you see a right angle in a triangle, then you can think of this property, because otherwise this property is not applicable. So if there is a right angle, then there is a hypotenuse. So right angle, hypotenuse, and then what here? Side. So if it's a right angle, if two triangles have got a right angle, their hypotenuse are congruent, and any of their one side is congruent, then those two triangles are also congruent to each other. Okay, like say for example, I'll give you one example here. Say I've got a triangle here, one, and this is another triangle. Now let's name this. Say this is LMN. This is PQR. Okay, if you're given these angles is 90 degree, so right angle. You're given the hypotenuse are equal, and you will be given one of these sides. So either LM equal to PQ or MN equal to QR. Then these two triangles will be congruent to each other by RHS, right angle, hypotenuse, and side. Now, so these are the 4 tests of congruency. You can use any of these tests. Okay, fine. So let's start. We'll start with some simple problem first. So basically in this one, the whole thing you have to just keep writing the statements and the reason. Now see, say we are given a triangle. Okay. So first problem, say we are given a triangle ABC. I'll just draw the figure out here. So say you are given the triangle ABC. So this is A. Okay. And from here B to here we have got Q, and from C here we have got what? P. So now let's say here there is a triangle ABC, P and Q. Now it's given that the sides AB and AC are equal. So this all is given, what I am writing here on the right side. AB is equal to AC. If P is a point on AB and Q is a point on AC, such that AP is equal to AQ. You are also given AP is equal to AQ. So AP is equal to AQ is given to us. Prove that triangle. Okay, we have to prove this part now. So what you have to prove? First part, triangle APC. Triangle APC is congruent to triangle AQB. And second thing, prove that triangle BPC is congruent to triangle CQB. So how will we prove this now? Okay, I'll just mark one more thing. See, we are also given that AC is equal to, I'll do one thing, I'll shade it in green. So AC is also given equal to what? This, AB. Also, if you notice one more thing, that angle A is a common angle. So first what I'll do is, we are doing about the first part, right? So I will just split out these triangles now, right now first. So let's split these triangles. So you will get one triangle like this here, and the other triangle is out here. Now let's say this is angle A, this is angle B, that's angle Q. that is angle A, this is angle P, this is angle C. So first part we can say angle A is equal to angle A because that's a common angle. It's there in both of them, you can see. It's an overlapping angle. Then I can say AP is equal to AQ. You see it's given here in the question. So I can say AP is equal to AQ. Also it's given that AB is equal to AC. So AB is equal to AC is also given. So what will be these two triangles? They will be congruent to each other by which test? By SAS. So you are going to write 4 statements to prove it congruent. Okay, I'll repeat once again. I am not writing the statements. You'll write the statements on your own. So if you want, first you can write down, then I'll read out for you and you can cross check your answers. Okay, if you're confused and you listen to me first, then pause the video and then again start writing. So first we'll say what that in triangle APC and triangle AQB. We can say AB is equal to AC given. Angle A equal to angle A, common angle. AQ equal to AP given. Therefore, triangle APC is congruent to triangle AQB. Reason SAS test. Done. So we are done with the first part. Now second part, we have to prove triangle BPC. Okay, so I'll just mark this triangle now. BPC. Okay, so let's mark it. Triangle BPC will be this triangle here, and the other triangle that we are going to consider is triangle CQB. That is this triangle. I'm shading it here like this. Now let's see how to prove this congruent now. So out here now, one of the point that we have is what, if you've noticed that BC is a common side to both of them. It's there in both the triangles which are overlapping. That's one point. Second point, now the second points, what the other remaining points, what we need to prove the congruent, we will have to use it from the triangle which we already proved congruent. See, when I prove these two triangles congruent in the first part, I can also say that BQ is equal to PC. Okay, when I say BQ is equal to PC in this, what will be the statement? Corresponding sides of, or I can just say CP, CT. And if you notice in the triangle, BQ and PC are the part of this new triangle which we want to prove congruent. Correct? So we've got the two sides out here. We proved two sides congruent already. Now we need one more point. So what I'll do now, we were given what? We were given that AB is equal to AC. Okay, see here now. We were given AB is equal to AC. We were also given AP is equal to AQ. Okay, what can you write here? Given, and then again given only. Now what I can do is AP is equal to AQ. So what we'll do is I can subtract them. When you subtract them, what will you get? AB minus AP is equal to AC minus AQ. What is AC minus AQ? CQ. What is AB minus AP? BP. So we get what? BP is equal to CQ. After we proved BP equal to CQ, I'll just mark it in the figure again. BP is equal to CQ. Now, can you figure out that the two triangles are congruent? By which test? SSS test. So these two triangles are congruent by SSS test. And I'll repeat once again now how. So BC equal to BC common side. BP equal to CQ. Proved from the statement here. You can give it some number over here, 5, 6, 7, whatever the number you must have got in your solution. And CP equal to BQ, that also we already proved. Okay. Now another problem. Next problem. Okay, I'll tell you the question first. What the question is now here. So so this is from A to C. Then from A to D there is one side, and it goes from here all the way till there. Okay, now let's label this triangle first now. So you're given A, B. So this is A, then B, and then C here. Then there's a point D. There's another point E out here. Then this side is equal to this side. This side is equal to this side out here. And we are also given that this angle is equal to this. So guys, whatever I've marked so far in this figure, it's all given in the question only, whatever the black markings are given. Now we have to show that BC equal to DE. Show BC is equal to DE. So now they are not asked which triangles to prove congruent in this sum. So that also we'll have to figure out on our own now, that which two triangles are congruent. But obviously those triangles should have BC and DE also. See, I'll just try to mark it out here, label it over here, which two triangles we should consider. So you want to take BC in your triangle. So I think it should be, one of them should be this triangle, look, the one which is in red, and DE. So the another triangle that we will consider will be this triangle. Okay, basically you see, if you hold the point E of AE and pull it little down, you know that AD will go and slide and come, I mean it will coincide with AB. That will be your two basically congruent triangles. Now what I'll do is, first let's label the angle in between. Let this angle in between them be equal to X. Okay, let the angle between them be equal to what? X here. And let the other two angles be what? Y and Y. Now, so we'll have to write all the statements now here. First, I think I'll split the triangles first, so it gets a little easier for you to understand. So one of them is what? This red triangle that I have here. So this is A, that's B, and that's C. This is AB, and this is AC. And the other triangle is what now? ADE. So we'll draw ADE here. It'll go like this here. So that's your A, and that's your D, and out here you've got what? E. Now here also AD, then this is your AE. So these are the markings we already had. Now if you notice, in both the triangles, two sides are already congruent. We have to just prove that angle in between congruent. That is angle, that A part, which is some part is common and some part is not common this time. So what we'll do now, look how to prove all this now. So the first statement, let's start. The first statement, let angle DAC is equal to what? X. Number 2, angle BAD is equal to angle CAE is equal to Y. So BAD is equal to CAE is equal to Y. Reason, it's given in the question. Number 3, angle BAC. Check now, angle BAC. Okay, we'll do one thing guys now. Okay, I think what we'll do is angle, guys, we'll change the statement out here. See, notice, I'll write angle DAC is equal to angle DAC is equal to X. Now we'll add both of them. Angle DAC plus angle BAD is equal to angle DAC plus angle CAE is equal to X plus Y. What will be the reason for this? Adding 1 and 2. Then number 4. Now what we have to do is, what is DAC plus BAD? Check the figure. If you see DAC plus BAD, you will get it as what? Angle BAC. Angle BAC is equal to angle DAE is equal to x plus y. Okay, so now we prove that this angle, the common angles are equal. So look, I have already proved what now, guys? We have already proved what? That this angle and this angle are equal. How much have we proved? They both are what? X plus y and x plus y. Now let's write the other statement. So this is one of the statement we wrote already. Now what the second statement we'll write? Next statement we will write that angle, we can say that now AB is equal to which side? AB is equal to AD. Reason given. Number 6. Then AC is equal to AE. Reason given. And we are writing given because it's given in the question. But then there are a few innocent kids, they write reason is not given when it's not given. You can't write not given. Then you have to find out what's the reason, whether it's a common side, vertically opposite angle, whatever it is. You can't write not given. Now, 7th statement. So, what is 7th statement now? Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE. Reason will be what? SA, S test of congruency. Number 8. Therefore, BC is equal to DE. Reason, corresponding paths of congruent triangles. Also, if you notice, see, when I took BC and D, see, when it is BC here, there will be D here. Look at the sides. It will always be in that correspondence only, guys. Okay. Now, so this is also an important problem. Now, another next problem. Okay. This one also is an important problem, guys. The next one. Important from exam point of view. Okay, so see out here we are given like this one side is given here, the other side is given here. Here is the one. Okay, it's a bit not to the scale, guys. I'll mark the sides now. So you are given AC is equal to BC. So this is A, that's C, this is B, that's D, and this point is E. You're also given that this angle is equal to this angle, and angle part of angle C is equal to other part of the angle C. If you got a hint, it's a little bit similar to like what we did in the previous problem. You're asked to prove DBC congruent to EAC. Okay, what are you asked to prove now, guys? There are two things they are asking us to prove. First part, triangle DBC. Triangle DBC. Triangle DBC is congruent to triangle EAC. Okay, DBC is congruent to EAC. And second thing, DC equal to EC. Okay. Fine, guys. Now, okay, let's start. So first, let's figure out the triangle. Which triangles are they talking about? So one of them is what now? Right now we have DBC. I'll just shade that triangle as this time. Probably it'll become a little easier for you to understand. So That's the triangle. Okay, that's the triangle DBC. Now triangle EAC. Now triangle EAC will be here like this. So you can see some part of this triangle is overlapping with the other triangle, but I hope now you can make out which angles are congruent and all. Now see, now it's going to be very easy to prove. See, so in the blue triangle we have AC, in the other pink, orange, red, whatever color it is, AC is equal to BC. Angle A is equal to angle B out there. And what we'll do, let these angles be what again? X and X. Let this angle be equal to what? Y. So what is angle AC equal to? X plus Y. What is angle BCD equal to? Also X plus Y. So first we just need to prove that part equal, and then it's easy. So see how. Let's start. So first we will do that. First point will be angle ACD is equal to angle BCE is equal to X. Reason, it's given to us. Number 2, I can say that angle DCE is equal to angle DCE is equal to Y. Reason, common angle. So because it's a common angle, that's why. Number 3, add both the angles. Angle ACD plus angle DCE, angle BCE plus angle DCE is equal to X plus Y. What will be the reason? Adding 1 and 2. Now what is the sum of ACD and DCE? The sum of ACD and DCE will be equal to what? Angle ACE is equal to angle BCD is equal to X plus Y. That's what you get on adding them. So now we've got that. Then AC is equal to what? BC given. Number 6, angle CAE. Angle CAE is equal to angle CBD. Reason given. Number 7. Then therefore triangle CAE is congruent to triangle CBD. What test will it be, guys? It will be angle side angle test. And the last statement, therefore triangle DBC is congruent to triangle EAC, hence proved. Sorry, we already proved congruent. It's the same I've just changed the order in which I wrote, but you can write the same thing again, that therefore triangle DBC is congruent to triangle EAC. And the next statement will write that therefore DC is equal to EC. Reason, CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay. Guys, one more problem. I'll explain you one more problem, but then I want that you'll try. I'll just explain the problem. You'll write the statements and all on your own. Okay, it's going to be a little tough. It's not easy. Even the statements and all are going to be a bit tough for this one. But I'll explain the concept and I want you to write it on your own. One minute, I'll have to adjust this picture. Okay, so guys, now you will get this side and this side are parallel to each other. These two sides are parallel to each other. So whatever is marked now, that is given to us in the question. Now some more things are given. You are also given the quadrilateral. I'll just write over here, quadrilateral ABCD. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. I hope you all know what a parallelogram is. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. And quadrilateral ABPQ and quadrilateral ADRS are square. So these two quadrilaterals are square. Now let's label this. So what will you get here? A, B, C, D. Then what is this? R. This will be what? S. This would be Q. This would be P. Now we have to prove that SAQ is equal to angle ABC. Prove angle SAQ is equal to angle ABC. So we'll have to draw the dotted line here for SAQ. So we have to prove this SAQ is equal to ABC out here. Now okay, so guys, what we can do here is to prove congruent. Yeah. Okay, so what we do, let this angle here be equal to X or Y here. Let this angle be equal to X. Then if this angle is X, then what will be this angle? It will be 180 minus X. Reason: because adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. That's a property that you can say adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Now what is sum of all the angles about a point? It's 360. Use that property and find out this angle. So okay, when you'll solve it, sum of all angles about a point is how much? 360. So when you use that property, this will come as X. So now therefore both the angles are what? X and X we have proved. SAQ is equal to ABC. So we have done the first part of the problem. Now guys, next part that we have to prove is what? Okay, 1 minute, I'm just trying to adjust this. Okay, so that was the first part of the proving. The second part that they are asking us to prove is prove that SQ is equal to AC. Now how will you prove SQ is equal to AC? So again, it's very obvious. You'll have to prove what that these two triangles are congruent. So which two triangles? Look, this is your triangle number 1 here. Okay, this is your one triangle here, and your second triangle is out here, this one. So these are your two triangles which we are going to prove what? Congruent. So one point is what? Angle X and X that we already proved. Now it's very simple. We can say this side, okay, look at it. We can say this side is equal to this side. Why? Because they are adjacent sides of the same square, ABPQ. So sides of a square are equal. And here I can say what? That SA is equal to DA. What will be the reason? Sides of a square ADRS are equal. then AD is also equal to CB. Check properly. Why is AD equal to BC or CB? Because they are opposite sides of a square. Sorry, opposite sides of a parallelogram. Now I have proved that SA is equal to DA and DA is equal to CB. That means SA is also equal to CB. And therefore these two triangles are congruent to each other by which test? SAS. Once you prove these two triangles are congruent, then you can also say therefore SQ is equal to AC because corresponding CPCT, simply short. You can just say CPCT. Okay.